Meeting and recognition dinner. I'm Lois Irvin. If I haven't met you yet, please introduce yourself at the end of the evening. Look forward to meeting you. Thank you for supporting our chamber and for celebrating with us tonight. It is so fun to see members gathered together like this. I hope you've been making some new connections. Our appreciation this evening to our presenting sponsor, the Utilities Group. Michael Catanzaro is the president of the Utilities Group, and he will be our MC during the award part of the presentation. So thank you, Michael and Jen and the whole table. Thanks also to Cincinnati Commercial Contracting. They are sponsoring our celebration hour this evening. I hope you had fun next door. And wasn't it great to hear the Princeton band again this year? They are fabulous. Make sure you tell table 6, I think, that's Princeton, how much you enjoyed them. We are so appreciative of the talented professionals here at the Convention Center. They make us look so good. Jim Doughton is the executive director. Why am I not seeing Jim? I thought he was here. Okay, I'll move right on. Jim is the executive director, and Kathy England is the general manager for the food services, and Burrs Wagner, who is not here right now, but he helped us this afternoon, is the on-site Prestige A&V Creative Services. So all three of them, not only tonight, but year-round, make us look good at our presentations. I highly recommend you use their services. Thanks to Jim and Kathy and Burrs. So our chamber staff has worked hard this year ensuring your membership investment is bringing value to your business. So I'd like you to join me in thanking the chamber staff for keeping our operations and our events running smoothly. It's an honor to work with these ladies. They're not all gathered in one spot, so I'm going to be pointing a little bit. Karen, is Karen in the room? Oh, Karen's in the back waving. Karen is our office manager. That title doesn't cover what she does. She works part-time, 30 hours a week, and she puts out the production of 50 hours a week. I don't know how she does it. And she's our bookkeeper. She's our IT magician. She can stand next to a computer, and it will work when it didn't work for anybody else. And Susie Hoffman is over in the corner. She's helping with the photographer tonight, and she helped out at registration. She has been with us since 2012, so she's been part-time with us doing all kinds of things for years and really appreciate her help. Thank you, Susie. And last September, we hired Taylor McKinley. She was our first college intern, and she graduated in December from UC, and she is now our full-time event and marketing coordinator. And she did all the slides tonight. She's going to make sure that they're up at the right time, and that is a load of weight off of me, so thank you very much. From time to time, we call on members for extra help, and one of those times is tonight. Ron Hill has been taking pictures this evening. I hope you've been smiling for him. And he is, by daytime, he is at the Clarion Hotel on Houck Road, and he also runs a photography business. So make sure you thank Ron when you see him. Thanks, Ron. So let's open our festivities with the pledge. I'd like to invite Vicki Hoppy, president of the Sharonville City Council, to come up.
Good evening. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm just not that tall. Thank you, Madam President. At this time, I'd also like to recognize the city leaders who are joining us here tonight. Please stand as your name is stated. Kevin Hardman, our mayor. Kurt Irie, treasurer. Ed Cunningham, auditor. City Council President, Vicki again. Shayak Duda, City Council. And the next 4 names are also City Council. Sue Knight, Paul Schmidt, Rob Tankersley, and Mike Wilson. And from City Hall, we have John Creech and Katie Huffman. We truly appreciate the support we get from the city. You all are great partners for the chamber. Thank you. Oops, excuse me. So, I get to do my president's report for the second time. That's fun. 2019 was truly a year of growth for us. We grew opportunities for our members to make meaningful connections, and we expanded the number and variety of our benefits available to our members and all of their employees. We increased the quality and number of educational forums and special events. So last year, I stood here and boasted that we had 5 new members in the first few weeks of 2019. That turned out to be the beginning of a year that ended with a record high of new members for the Sharonville Chamber. Our goal was 2019 for 50 new members, and by the end of October, we passed that, and by the end of December, we had 63 new members. So if you are among the new members that's here tonight, if you joined from January through December, I know Loth has a table here, Duke Energy's here, there's many new members among you, so thank you for coming. So my vision was to make our chamber known in the business community as a chamber that connects. So we worked hard at growing opportunities for you. We kicked off with the Business After Hours, again hosted by Loth, where the Westchester Chamber was also with us. We had double the connections. It was great. It was so great in 2019. We did it again in 2020. How did we say that? 2020. And great crowd again. In the spring last year, we did a Google lunch with the Tourism Council of Greater Cincinnati, so there were more new connections there. And in the summer, we did a 5 chambers together at Dave & Buster's. So those are great opportunities to meet people even beyond our chamber, and we'll continue to do those. We also established a second referral group, and they are over here. Raise your hand, TRN2. We grew our Safety Council by 10 more members, and we have increased our activities for our young leaders. Most excitingly, and we're going to talk about it later, is we've added a Business Owners Roundtable, and we're going to talk about that later. That's a great opportunity for a small business to be in a confidential group, talk about the issues that face you, and talk it over with people who are in the same spot that you are, facilitated by a leader who knows how to help. So we're going to talk about that more, but that's a great opportunity that we added this year. So I'm going to go right into that, actually. So we're going to talk about what's going on coming up. That's what happened last year, what we're talking about 2020. We have Fred Brackman. Fred, would you want to raise your hand back there? He is an expert in facilitating roundtables for business owners, and he's created a great space. We've got, I think, 4 at least people here. If you can raise your hands or stand up if you are in the business roundtable this year. So there we've got 4 right in the room, so thank you. If you are interested in getting involved in that, talk to Fred, talk to me, talk to any of the folks that just stood up. We love to talk about it. We are adding benefit briefings this year. We have so many benefits, and we're afraid that not everybody knows about them, so we are doing them quarterly. The first one will be on March 12th, and learning about the health benefits and other things that are available to you. And again, all of our benefits extend to your employees, not just the leadership. So you'll be getting news about that. We will continue with our annual manufacturing forum, but we're also adding quarterly sessions to keep manufacturers aware of current best practices. We did one in January with TechSolve coming to our office, and we had a great session on cybersecurity for manufacturers. For our many business development members, we will continue to offer you lots and lots of opportunities. That's one of the things that we're very happy to do. Our first lunch this year, Chad Griffith from the City of Sharonville Police Department did an active shooter presentation, and the room was packed, but the really cool thing was half the people had never been to a lunch before. So we're going to continue to have those subjects and topics that are of a wide interest to bring more people into Sharonville and into the city. We also have business after hours almost every month. We got a lot of those going on, and one of our brand new members is going to be doing one, and I have Cecilia's back by Fred. We have Fretboard Brewery is one of our newest members, and they are going to be hosting a business after hours in June, so don't miss that one. And now I'd like to invite the Vice Chair of our Board of Directors, John DeKeefer from PNC, up to give us an update on our Board of Directors and the changes this year.
Good evening. The Chamber promotes member businesses by providing value through networking, benefits, education, and marketing opportunities. The Chamber works to attract and retain businesses and enhance the community. Our Chamber's mission is to help regional businesses expand, create efficiencies, increase visibility, and engage with the community through networking, marketing, cost savings, and educational programs. Our board members are responsible for overseeing the Chamber's mission, budget, and finances. They share their business knowledge for the betterment of the Chamber and serve as liaisons to committees and events. Our board members serve on the Board of Directors as volunteers, and we are so appreciative of all the time they devote to our Chamber. Board members, please stand as I call your name. Our 2019 board officers, Eddie Miners of La Rosa's Corporation. He's the chairperson who unfortunately had to be out of town tonight. Vice chair is me, John DeKeefer, PNC Bank, Sharonville. Jean Reiser, Reiser & Company, CPA, is our treasurer. Mary Mendel, Family Bridges, is our secretary. Joe Diana is our at-large member on the executive committee. Additional board members include Kelly Ackerman, Frame USA, Steve Burke, Burke Management and Consulting, Jamie Charlton, Saxon, Peggy Freehoff, Always On Communication, Chriselle Lyons, 2019 City Liaison. Outgoing, thank you. Outgoing board member Chriselle Lyons, please come up to the podium. We would like to thank you for serving on the Chamber's board and for sharing your expertise in economic development, for connecting us with business leaders and organizations in the region, and always for your great ideas. So thank you. We will miss working with you. Now, to complete our board of directors for the 2020 and 2021 term, the following chambers have been invited to join the board. Please join us on stage. Tom Myrick, Edward Jones. Carrie Benning, Great Oaks Career Campus. Fred Brackman, Vistage. And John Creech, City of Sharonville. Their companies are in good standing with the Chamber, and these individuals have been approved by the Board of Directors. Per our bylaws, Article 7, Section 3, we sent out a formal announcement of the new board members on January 21st, and now in accordance with Section 4, we declare these nominees unanimously elected. We are excited to add these 4 professionals join our board and look forward to benefiting from their knowledge and experience. Please show your support by joining us in welcoming Tom, Carrie, Fred, and John. You're welcome. Thank you to all of our board members. They volunteer their time and expertise to grow our chamber and offer relevant events and education to our members. Thank you to everyone. Karen and Frank, please join us on stage.
And Mary Mendel? Okay, we are now going to recognize volunteers who've been instrumental in monthly programs. The first is the Ambassador Committee. They are connectors, relationship builders, and incredible advocates for the Chamber. They're a driving force for membership and membership retention. So would the ambassadors please stand when I call your name and remain standing until all the names are called. We already have Frank up here, and we have Mary Mendel up here. These are the 2019 ambassadors. Anita Berry, Ron Chambers, Joe Diana, Tom Myrick, Jean Reiser, Walt Tracy. All right, so you're going to do this part.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. For our 2019 Ambassador of the Year, I'd like to introduce you to Walt Tracy, at Work Cincy. Walt, if you could join us up here. Where you at? There he is.
And you're going to go this way.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, and that's you now.
And I forgot my glasses, so I'm borrowing. I get the pleasure of introducing, oh, where am I lost? Oh. Oh, you do, okay. Hold on a second. The next thing we're going to recognize is that new Business Owners Roundtable that Lois spoke about. This is an opportunity for companies to get together and with other people in their same situations and talk about issues that you're having, advice you might need, where you don't have someone that you can bounce ideas off of that stays in this room and is private. And it really, Fred Brackman is the leader of this. Fred, would you please come up? It was founded to give members a sounding board for issues faced by small businesses. The monthly meetings take place in a confidential, mutually supported group of diverse but like-minded business owners. We are looking to add a few members if anyone would like to try this out. So please reach out to us if you'd like to learn more about the roundtable. We look for this to grow as more and more business owners learn about the value of participating. And we really appreciate the time that Fred puts into this. So thank you very much, Fred, for sharing your expertise. And please stand if you are part of the current Business Owners Roundtable. Thank you, Frank. Moving right along, we're going to invite up our Business Talk TV stars. That would be Britt Scarce, Pandy Pridemore, Carl Ulrich, and Peggy Friedhoff. These four people last year for 2019 go over to the ICRC studios every month on the third Thursday and record sessions that we put on our website and on our Facebook page. ICRC has been a great connection for us at the Chamber, and we really appreciate they do all of this for us for free. Britt is our host, and he does a great job with putting all of our guests at ease in front of the camera. And we really want to thank his employer, Emory Federal Credit Union, for sharing him with us. We also do 12 monthly HR sessions on a different topic each month with Carl Ulrich, who is an attorney with Siebele, Shillitoe, and Dyer, and Pandy Pidemore from The Human Resource USA. We also offer 9 sessions on workforce development. 3 of those sessions this year were devoted to social media and marketing, featuring Peggy Friedhoff from Always On Communications. So we'd like to thank all of them for all of their work this year, or last year. And this coming year. Yes, and they're continuing to do it this year. In 2020, we're inviting the chamber nonprofits that are part of our chamber to have sessions to explain all the things they do for the community. And we had a lunch where some of these people came, and we got comments from everybody. They had no idea how many supportive kinds of groups there were within the city that help for all different kinds of situations. So, our chamber is unique in this region because we also have a safety council, and it's part of the Bureau of Workers' Compensation. We're now in the middle of our 6th program year with this. We offer monthly sessions on best practices for safety, health, and wellness. And like our chamber, the Safety Council has also been growing, and we had 10 new members this year. We are generously hosted by the City of Sharonville's Sharonville Fire Headquarters on Chester Road. They host us on the 4th Tuesday of every month from 3 to 4. Their building is great. It has all the AV. We don't have to worry about it. They do it. We love it. It's worth joining just for the education, but please know that BWC also offers great discounts for being involved in this. You can earn from 2 to 4% back, and that gives you more money to invest in other areas of your company. So if you're interested in checking it out, Lois is our safety council person, and please give her a call to talk about it. It's not limited to members of the chamber. You don't have to be a member. Not all 61 members are part of the chamber, but we would like to invite all of the ones that are here in this room tonight to stand and be recognized. We are thankful for the sponsors that we have for Safety Council. We have Hunter Consulting, 3Hab, and the Utilities Group. So wave, say hi. Those people will be honored at a special breakfast that we have in May. Let's see, so want to stand to be recognized? Michael Cantanzero is here. Brandon Hunter could not come. And I don't believe we have someone from 3Hab here. One of the other areas Lois also mentioned that we're growing in is our referral networks. We have one that meets every Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning. They are doing really great. They had closed sales. I think there's 24 or 25 people in this group, and they had closed sales of over $1 million for 2019. That's the second year out of 3 that they have gone over the 1 million mark. And as we mentioned, it's so successful that we started another one. This group's a little more, they meet at 8:30 every morning, or 8 every morning, yes. I would like at this time to invite up Bill Perrin, who is president of the TRN, and Devin Rich, who is president of the TRN2, to the stage, and accept our appreciation for their leadership and networking within their groups. So once again, would all the members of either TRN or TRN2 please stand to be recognized? Bill began his term as president this time last year, and he signed on for a second year. Is he crazy or what? The early risers of TRN, as I mentioned, meet at 7 a.m. on Thursday mornings on Kemper Road in Blue Ash. So Bill, if you would come up. And give out your Spirit Award.
Am I right here? So good evening. We are here to recognize a special person in our referral group. And the award that we have is the Spirit Award. And this award goes to the person that we feel has the most energy, keeps the group fun, and passes a lot of referrals. And we are really happy to have this person in our group. He's one of a kind, and we're blessed to see him every Thursday morning at 7 a.m. So this award goes to Mr. Joe Diana.
So you are doing, let's see.
Yep.
And you can use your own words.
Hi, representing TRN2, the later group on Tuesday mornings. We had a fantastic year this year, and it wouldn't have come together this year without the great help of Andy Mock, who took the reins on keeping us organized and driving our group this year. So thank you so much, Andy.
All right, thank you. I'd like to invite Kelly Ackerman up. She's going to share some updates on our young leaders and more.
Good evening. I serve as the board liaison for the Young Leaders Group. That is our group in the chamber that is 21 to 39, so that is usually the time that people laugh and say they don't make it into that group, but we are a very inclusive group despite the age requirements. So we'd like to encourage all the business owners and managers to include your members at your company in our group, and ultimately, as long as they're in the 21 through 39 group, we include them. It's a great way to have your younger employees connect and build relationships in the local business community. And we meet monthly on Thursday mornings from 9:30 to 10:30. Our next meeting is next Thursday from 9:30 to 10:30. And we meet usually at the chamber office, but a lot of times at other locations around town as well. So would all the young leaders in the room please stand at your places and be recognized? I know there's a couple, so please stand up. Now to recognize the driving forces behind our major productions. Our 5 annual events include this celebration dinner. The second is a community event, the Sharonville Classic Car Show. And the other 3 are forums focused on serving our members in the business community. Without the dedication, time commitment, and leadership of the following individuals, the big events that drive revenue and increase our chamber's visibility would not be possible. As your name is called, please join us on the stage. First up, the Sharonville Classic Car Show. The annual kickoff of regional car shows is celebrating its 43rd anniversary this year. In the capable hands of our co-chairs, it continues to grow bigger every year. Thanks to our volunteer co-chairs from the Alene Company, Barbara Skall, and from Allegra Image 360, Steve Kapazinski. Barbara had a family commitment tonight, but Steve is here. Steve, please come forward. Lois stole that from my speech. She wrote that down for me to say. But for all who are in attendance and volunteered at the car show, please know we do truly appreciate all of your volunteer efforts. And if you volunteered last year at the car show, please stand to be recognized. So once again, please mark your calendars for April 26th. It's a Sunday. It's never too early to volunteer. Next up, our Spring Forum Sharonville Works. Took place at the Sharonville Convention Center in May of 2019. Our hot topic was workforce development. Our speakers shared unique regional training and educational programs in place to give our workforce skills and support in today's workplace. The city is the presenting sponsor of this event, and as such, supports the local businesses and finding employees who are prepared to get to work. Our appreciation to Chriselle Lyons for sharing her ideas and recommendations for public resources to include in our program, allowing us to offer our attendees practical advice and connections needed to develop a workforce with the skills needed for their company. Chriselle, please come forward. Next up, the best golf outing in the region is our August Golf Classic. Once again, our golf chair, Jonda Kiefer, designed a sold-out event in 2019. Jonda, please make your way back to the stage. We would like to thank PNC for supporting community efforts and sharing Jonda with us. Every year, the golf outing gets better than the last. This is because Jonda is competitive and driven to make the event more spectacular than the year before. We will be back at Heritage Club in Mason on Monday, August 17th. Like the car show, the success of our golf outing is dependent on our sponsors, golf committee, and day of volunteers. Golf volunteers, please stand and accept our appreciation. Our fourth annual manufacturing forum took place in October. Our partner and presenting sponsor is TechSolve. TechSolve, Tracy Spencer and Kelsey Klein, please come forward. TechSolve is a fantastic resource for our regional manufacturers. For our event, we rely on TechSolve to help us determine the hot topic of the year. In 2016, our topic was innovation. In 2017, workforce development. 2018, cybersecurity. And 2019, we tackled the most common obstacles in manufacturing. So stay tuned for our announcement of this year's topic.
And now we're going to acknowledge the companies that have made an investment as corporate sponsors in our chamber. They range from bronze to diamond level. Their connections, their expertise, and financial support allow our organization to grow. You've seen their logos on the tall banner that's over here. They were on posters in the other room, and we are happy to welcome them tonight. We're going to have Michael Catanzaro take care of this portion, and along with Jonda. And we thank all of you, and Michael, take it over.
Thank you, Lois, for having us, and my apologies for being the MC tonight. Lois gave me free rein to be as funny as I could be tonight, as long as I read her 11 pages. And there is nothing funny about her 11 pages. Let me tell you something. So if you don't know who we are the Utilities Group. My partner in the business, my partner in life is Jenny. We have a couple of our key folks here from the company, Rock, Marianne, and Teresa. We are an energy advisory firm that started originally in procurement 2 years before D-Reg opened up back in 1999 in the state of Ohio, and we've evolved since then. So if you know me, it's good to see you guys again. If you guys don't know me, you need to know me. So let's get together, have coffee, drinks, you know. That's 7 o'clock in the morning for networking, really?
Look at me, I'm the 8 o'clock.
Wow. Wow. Little fun fact. Lois waited 2,020 years and 51 days to have this event. In case you haven't put 2 and 2 together, today is February 20, 2020. 2/20/2020. Almost as good as when we did the golf outing at the solar eclipse. If you were there, it was kind of dark.
That was the best, sorry.
Wow, this is a tough crowd. The more you drink, the funnier I am. Just saying. All right. So, corporate sponsors, appreciation, right? So, we are. Am I good?
Yeah, John is going to come up and read that.
All right, that's what I thought.
My turn.
11 pages, folks. Just bear with me here.
It is. Thank heavens. Okay. Many of our 30 bronze sponsors, yes, 30. Many of the 30 bronze sponsor companies are in attendance this evening. Please head up here to the podium as soon as your company's name is announced. Michael and Lois will hand out the awards. BPT Communications, Beacon Orthopedic, Friends of OGB.
I'm gonna stop you. This is Beacon Orthopedic Partners, MSO, which is different from Beacon Orthopedic.
Well, how was I supposed to know
That's
that? General Electric Federal Credit Union, Loth, Nesco Resource, Office Furniture Source, Pollen and Goldman CPAs. See, Steve, you are up here on stage. Pilot Chemical. Another one. Riser and Company, LLC. Savali Shillito Dyer. Gorilla Glue. 2 Men in a Truck. UPS. Duke Energy. Wise Technique. Wise Technique.
Did you get Duke?
I did.
Okay, very good.
Do we have room on the stage?
I don't know if we do. Isn't that right?
We would like to thank all of the bronze level sponsors. Michael?
We good?
We lost that. Yeah. There's too many to be on stage. That's great. We're happy.
You will
All right.
continue.
All right. So, next we have the 2019 silver sponsors. As I call out your company's name, please send your representative to the podium to accept your recognition award. Remain on the stage if you would, please, so we can get a picture. Edward Jones, Tom Myrick. Frame USA, Kelly Ackerman. McGowan and Brabender, Justin Weedle. Princeton City Schools, Tom Burton. Speed Pro Imaging, Rob Tinetti. And Texoff, Dave Langer. We want to thank our silver level sponsors.
I think you're funny. I'm laughing at you, Joe.
Dave, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Let's give them a hand. Thank you again to our silver sponsors.
Oh, sorry. Me again.
It's you again.
Next, our 2019 gold sponsors. As I call your name, please come to the podium and accept your trophy and remain on the stage until all are recognized. Emory Federal Credit Union, Britt Sears. Great Oaks Career Campuses, Carrie Benning. Hunter Consulting, Brandon Hunter. Is Brandon? Oh. Thank you very much, gold sponsors.
Next, our 2019 platinum sponsors in attendance. Please come when I call your company's name. Beacon Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. PNC Bank, Sharonville, Jonda. Saxon Financial, Jamie Charlton. Thank you. And we want to, again, congratulate our platinum sponsors. And from personal experience, Beacon does a fantastic job on knees and shoulders. I had both of them done, so. Dr. Hamilton, I love him. Good man. All
I'm
right.
taking John's place for a
You
second.
taking John's place?
Just for a second.
All
Okay. The following two companies, businesses, support the chamber at the highest level, which is the diamond sponsorship. So I took the mic away because Michael is one of those, the Utilities Group and the City of Sharonville. Thank you so much for your support.
It's like a bourbon glass.
That's a big bourbon glass. Okay, Michael, you're back on. And Kevin, you might
For what it's worth, if you want to negotiate being a sponsor of the Sharonville Chamber with Lois, it's really, really easy. It's all a la carte. For example, to be a diamond sponsor, she promised me 10 to 50 minutes of stand-up with the captured audience. Once a year. They're still sober. They're still sober out there. I'm so sorry for them. All right. Well, I'd like to invite Kevin, the mayor of Sharonville, back to the stage, which he's already up here, to present the Community Impact Award on behalf of the city of Sharonville.
They put me in charge of the hook, Michael, just so you know, so we'll be looking for that later. So, so I'm here to present to one of our businesses the Community Impact Award on behalf of the city of Sharonville. So a few years back, Ferguson Enterprises was interested in expanding and consolidating their regional operations, and fortunately, they decided to do that right here in the city of Sharonville. So working with the city, they acquired and improved a nearly empty 170,000 plus square foot office and warehouse facility on East Kemper Road. It was formerly occupied by Spartan Logistics. Not only did they invest heavily in purchasing the property, they also renovated the interior and exterior of the facility, added landscaping to create an up-to-date modern facility in the heart of our Sharonville Commercial Business District. They retained 42 positions and created an additional 46 new positions. The existing Ferguson showroom continues to thrive around the corner on Mosteller Road, while the new Kemper Road office provides visibility to the company and a vision of progress for our entire business community. It is my pleasure to thank them for investing in the city of Sharonville and the continued growth and progress of our city. I'd like to invite Luke Bastion and George Slusher from Ferguson up to the stage as we award to them the 2019 Community Impact Award from the city of Sharonville.
Congratulations on your continued growth here in Sharonville. True story. I just had Ferguson show up at my house to deliver anywhere from $400 to $40,000 worth of plumbing supplies. We are renovating our bathroom. I have not taken a shower in 6 weeks. It's pretty difficult. So I tell you the truth. I tell you guys the truth, and it's sad. It really is.
Where are you living all that time?
We got the basement bathroom, thank God. So, but honest to goodness, Ferguson was so easy to order all the fixtures. It was great. Just a side note, just saying, true life. So I'd like to invite Katie Huffman up. What's that? I know I need the hook, I'm sorry. Katie, we would like you to present the Downtown Improvement Award to Already Cafe.
The City of Sharonville has a special city recognition award, and it's appropriately named Raising the Bar, to honor Already Cafe for their investment in the downtown loop by extending their hours to include dinner, resulting in increased afternoon and evening foot traffic in the heart of our downtown loop, which is something that we are really looking to do, so that's great, thank you. To enhance the dinner hour, they also invested in a liquor license and added beer and wine to their menu. We hope Already Cafe inspires many downtown businesses to extend their hours of operation and expand the shopping and dining opportunities in downtown Sharonville. So I'd like to invite Vicki, her whole family, whoever wants to come up and get your award. Thank you for investing in our downtown loop and being a great small business in Sharonville.
If you haven't been there, it is a fantastic place to have a dinner and a drink after work, no doubt about it. All right, I get to present Chamber Champion of the Year. A Chamber Champion goes beyond volunteering at an event or two. Chamber Champions are dedicated year-round to helping the Chamber grow membership, activities, and programming. They promote the Chamber at every opportunity. They serve on committees, and they give valuable input. We truly appreciate the time and efforts our 2019 Chamber Champion, Mary Mendel, has dedicated to the Chamber over many, many years. Mary, please come up on stage. Mary is absolutely tireless in encouraging people to get involved in our Chamber. Mary spent many years as a Chamber ambassador, welcoming guests and members to lunches and business after hours. She has served as a board member and is currently our board secretary. Mary is an active member of our TRN group, but what she is really known is for making connections. She really knows how to work a room. Mary also served on the committee planning this dinner and program. So Mary, thank you. Great dinner. But the Chamber staff had her cut out. Where's she going? No, we're not done. No, I'm still talking. Okay. I got 11 pages here, for God's sakes. Just checking. But the Chamber member, or the Chamber staff had her cut out of the award planning when nominations overwhelmingly supported her winning this award. Thank you, Mary Mendel, for your commitment to our organization and for sharing your enthusiasm with everyone you meet. And I have to say, personally, we've been here for, 7 years, Jenny? Your enthusiasm is constant. Your energy level is constant. I don't know how you do it, but it's fantastic. So, caffeine. Very good. Thank you. Next is the Chamber Rising Star of the Year. The Rising Star is a Chamber member who jumps in and gets involved. They volunteer at Chamber events and fundraisers and inspire others to do the same. They are role models for seeking opportunities and taking advantage of all the Chamber has to offer. Rising Stars pursue opportunities for personal and professional growth and make significant contributions to their business and community. Rising Stars can be any age. We don't discriminate, not like that young professionals group they were talking about. No, anybody on this one. My feelings are still hurt. They've rejected my application so many times. But this is for any age. It is a meteoric climb in their visibility in the Chamber for which they are recognized. So let's welcome Scott Lamb of Legend Web Works to the stage. He is definitely not 39, that's for sure. I think he's older than 39. Once Scott got involved with our Chamber, he soared. He began simply by volunteering at our annual events and quickly included volunteering for the entire day at the golf outing. He is an active member of our new TRN2 group and regularly attends our Chamber's monthly events, taking advantage of our opportunities to connect with members and guests. Again, Scott. All right. So, in January, the Chamber asked the members for recommendations for final annual awards to be presented this evening. We want to thank everyone who sent in nominations. Each of our finalists named this evening exceeded the criteria and have earned recognition for their accomplishments. These finalists for the 2019 Community Champion of the Year: Joe Diana, BPT Communications; Joe's volunteer work in the community and with the Sharonville Chamber, above and beyond. Thank you, Joe. Frame USA, for their year-round monthly community and in-house outreach programs. Frame USA. Do we have a representative from Frame USA? There we go. Lastly, Steve Burke. He's retired, but he's still working. We want to thank Steve for his volunteer work and support of nonprofits, including Operation Give Back. The Community Champion Award recognizes individuals or businesses who exemplify community leadership through actions within and outside of their business. Individual recognition is based on the nominees' philanthropic efforts and hands-on service. Business recognition requires the efforts of the leadership team in encouraging employees, customers, or clients to give back to the community. In short, a community champion, whether an individual or a company, makes their region a better place to live and work. We encourage everyone to look at these role models as an example of serving your community. So we want to congratulate all of you for this wonderful recognition by your peers. Thank you for your contributions to the regional community. We are proud to have you affiliate with our chamber. With that, the 2019 Community Champion is Frame USA. So many years ago, their leadership created a culture of giving as part of their business plan. Frame USA is well known for their Fill the Truck in gathering during the holidays. In this, its 10th year, they filled 2 semi-trucks with goods for 7 charities serving those in need. That is not all they do. Throughout the year, Frame USA features monthly charities online for customers and also support local charities through the retail store in Springdale. In 2019, Frame USA contributed to 17 different nonprofits. Again, we want to congratulate our finalists, Steve Burke, Joe Diana, and congratulations to Frame USA, Kelly Ackerman, COO. We want to thank you so much for accepting this on behalf of the company. Next is our 2019 Small Business Big Impact Award. Small Business Big Impact Award. Wow. I like it. This is the new one. Is this a new one? This is a new one. I like it. Good, good. Okay. The Small Business Big Impact Award recognizes the achievements of business owners with less than 5 full-time employees. These small businesses are frequently overlooked for recognition awards. At our chamber, we recognize small businesses that make up, or I should say, the small businesses make up the majority of the large percentages of our membership. At our chamber, each of our nominees led their own businesses successfully and cover all aspects of their business, products or services, sales, marketing, billing, and finances. They are all small businesses with a big impact by supporting other small businesses with goods and services. All are worthy of recognition. And you know, if you are a small business, you know you're a small business because you wear multiple hats. So I've been there, know that, and I want to congratulate all the small businesses. So this year's finalists are Peggy Freeholf, Always On Communications. Pandy Pridemore, the Human Resource USA. Jeannie Reiser, Reiser and Company, CPAs. Please join us on stage. We want to congratulate all three of you for this recognition by your peers. Excellent. From managing the marketing and everything in between, the world of small business can be both exciting and overwhelming. It's a place where no 2 work days are exactly the same and where unpredictable things happen. It is not for the weak-hearted. All three of these finalists have shown their determination to succeed and offer their clients expert advice and service. The 2019 Small Business Big Impact Award goes to Pandy Pridemore, the Human Resource USA. In the words of those who nominated Pandy, Pandy Pridemore is a great resource for businesses navigating the often challenging business of human resources. She strives to provide the most up-to-date information and brings a high level of expertise and guidance, providing a great value to her clients. Pandy's involvement with Sharonville Chamber includes sharing information and advice to our members via the Business Talk video platform and leading sessions on HR at Safety Council. She's very active in TRN2, and along with her fellow finalists, participates in the New Business Owners Roundtable. Pandy's roll up your sleeves and get it done attitude is the reason she is worthy of this nomination. Congratulations. And congratulations to Peggy and to Jean. Next is our 2019 Business of the Year. This award recognizes companies and their leadership for contributing to economic growth, stability, and improvement in the region. They have grown their businesses and continue to look forward to the next level. Safety, health, and wellness for their employees is priority. These companies also support nonprofits in the community, thus contributing to the overall strength of this region. This year's finalists are Allegra Image 360, La Rosa's Family Restaurant and Pizza, Eddie Miners, the Gorilla Glue Company. I'd like to invite Steve Kapinski. Kapinski. And a rep from Gorilla Glue, if they would please.
I don't think Gorilla Glue made it tonight. They had all-day meetings, and Eddie Miners, our board chair and finalist, is in Florida with La Rosa's. So we are without him.
So apparently the executives, apparently Gorilla Glue is stuck in the office. I don't make this stuff up, to be honest with you. And, I mean, Eddie Miners and the La Rosa's family in Florida having a business meeting, I don't know what that means, but there's a good chance maybe the population has gone down a little bit in case somebody did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, wow. How do I get myself into these things? All right. So, the finalists in this category are all deserving of our admiration for their business success and for their efforts to give back to the community. We want to congratulate our finalists, all of whom are worthy of this award. What a wonderful recognition by our peers. Eddie Miners, we mentioned, is in Florida. So, the 2019 Business of the Year is Allegra Image 360. Steve left the corporate world and became an Allegra franchisee in 2004 and moved to Ohio, where he knew no one. In 2005, he purchased VersaPrint in Sharonville. The next year, he converted VersaPrint to Allegra and began to acquire small print shops and customer lists. In 2011, Steve had to expand to a larger facility. In 2016, Steve purchased Signs Now, which allowed production of large format signs, graphics, banners, and car wraps. It is important to note that several of Steve's employees from purchased businesses are still valued employees with Steve. During all this time, Steve supported nonprofits making a difference to the people of this region. These nonprofits include LAD, Living Arrangements for Developmentally Disabled. Steve markets and promotes LAD's Over the Rhine Film Festival, where films are selected for their themes, celebrating diversity and honoring our shared humanity, creating a world where film and media reflect a value of all. Allegra Image 360 also sponsors Cincinnati Works, a nonprofit agency that provides free lifetime career coaching and support services so participants can provide for themselves and their families. Also on Steve's list is the Ohio River Foundation, ORF. ORF offers programs that reach thousands of school children each year and touch the lives of thousands more citizens by protecting water quality and improving quality of life. Allegra sponsors their fundraisers, the Cincinnati Coffee Festival. All of this is enough to qualify Allegra Image 360 as Business of the Year. But there is more. Like the other finalists in this category, Steve has earned the respect and admiration of his employees. The heartfelt nomination sent in by one of his employees gave Steve and Allegra Image 360 the extra edge over the other nominations. Again, congratulations, Steve. Are you taking it away from me? Yeah. The hook has come.
You're back for the last one, unless you want me to do it. Thank you, Michael. If you were here last year, you know that we recognized Pete McCreary with the first award, Legacy Award, and we presented it to his family. If you knew Pete, you'll know why this is such an honor to receive this award. Pete was a stellar businessman, a devoted family man. He had an enthusiasm for life 24 hours a day. The Chamber was fortunate to have Pete active with us from when he first started Junk King in 2011, and his franchise, he was recognized several times, maybe every year, by the Junk King headquarters, and he opened his first Junk King facility right here in town, and they have moved on 3 times and have stayed right here in Sharonville. They grew quickly under Pete's leadership. Sadly, his amazing journey ended abruptly in July of 2018. So the Pete McCreary Legacy Award, introduced last year at the annual meeting, was created to honor Pete and presented to Judy and their family last February. Here we are a year later, and I am happy to share that Pete's legacy is real. It was such a pleasure to read all of the descriptions behind the nominations sent in this year. I learned that many of our successful business folk are revered by their employees. They serve those in need quietly and without expectation of recognition. All of the nominees were worthy, and we will see their names placed again in nomination. This year, the Pete McCreary Legacy Award goes to Jack Brindamore, who followed in Pete's footsteps to lead Junk King. So I will just say a little bit about Jack. Jack didn't have the luxury of time to mourn. There was work to be done, a business to run, employees needing support, and nonprofits in the community counting on Junk King's assistance. Jack rose to the occasion, leading Junk King at a time when Pete's absence was so raw and so hard to accept. Jack has done a great job in the past year, continuing to grow the business and build relationships with nonprofits. Jack's enthusiasm for work and his love for his young family can't help but make us smile and remind us of Pete. John King is in good hands and thriving under Jack's leadership.
I just wanted to say a couple things. A few years ago, Pete said, "Oh, I'm going to be late coming back today because I'm going to see some guy on Craigslist who's selling safes, and I need a couple safes for the business." And it's like, okay. And then he went and he got back and he said, "I met my new general manager." And, you know, Pete, if you knew Pete, he was always so excited about everything and believed in everybody, thought everybody was awesome. And so I was a little more skeptical, and I was like, "You're your new general manager, right?" But we had he and Julianne over for dinner, and they have just become such a blessing to us. And, you know, little did we know the extent that that would be. But, yeah, like Lois said, it's amazing what Jack has done and he keeps Pete's spirit alive in the warehouse, along with being a constant support to me, to my family, to my kids. Over this past year, he has run the business with excellence and innovative ideas. We've added 3 more trucks, continued growth and support of nonprofits, and he has done all this with having a toddler and twin girls at home. So I don't know how he's managed that, but he has done that. Jack, Pete would be so proud of you. And John King would not be what it is today, but Pete is so proud of you. And I'm so honored to present this award to you.
I want to share something as well. There's not a professional award in this world that would mean more to me than this award. And Pete was my mentor, my boss, my friend. He was the type person, a lot of you knew him, so you know this, but he was the type person where when you were having a conversation with him and he looked at you and was talking to you, nothing else in the world mattered at that moment. And he was trying to find ways to grow himself and grow you and become a better person and do more for the community in the discussion with him. So he started Junk King with integrity, built a culture around just growing people within, caring about the community, the environment. And one thing I want to share is I made some bracelets for a lot of people who knew Pete. They say WWPD on one side and faith, honesty, and respect on the other. So a lot of people wear these bracelets, and the WWPD means what would Pete do? And everyone in this room knows the difference between right and wrong. It's when you're kind of back and forth between what decision to make, and the decision, when I look down at my wrist and see that, immediately I know the right decision every time. So Pete would always make the decision that wasn't maybe best for him or for his business, but he always did what was better for the common good. So we love the city of Sharonville. We miss you, Pete. Rest in peace, and thank you for this award for everyone.
I'll do it. All right, we are nearly at the end. And I appreciate all of you hanging in here with us. We just had a lot to celebrate, and that's a good thing. The Business Person of the Year is our last award. The recipients, or the finalists, demonstrate superior leadership and have positively contributed to the regional business community. The award is given in that recognition for innovation and growth in their company. They're also known for service to the community. This year's finalists are Jackie Alf, Jurgensen Companies. She is not with us tonight. She had a conflict. John DeKeefer, PNC Bank, and Jamie Charlton, Saxon. The finalists in this category, as you know, are all well-respected. They have an enthusiasm for their work, a drive for success, and a passion to serve the community. Our 2019 Business Person of the Year is Jackie Alf, but don't you guys go anywhere. Stay right there. Jackie had a conflict, as I said, and she's not able to come tonight. Tom Burton is going to come up and receive her award, and we'll get that over to her. They worked together on last year with an internship with, I think, 3 kids from the school. And you can talk about that a little bit? Okay.
First and foremost, congratulations to all the award recipients tonight and those nominated. What a great evening, and let's give everybody one more round of applause. Congratulations. The story that I'm going to share about Jackie is not about the internships, and we currently have students placed there. It's more about the impromptu nature of actually how the relationship started with Princeton. Actually, it was at a picnic, and Jackie met Mike Wilson, at that point the high school principal, and they started a conversation, and that led to Jackie's passion to actually do more with I Build Ohio and all of that. And she's a tireless worker. She's always pushing, and if you know Jackie, she has one speed, and that is go. And she certainly has high expectations, not only for herself, but for all those that work. And she's actually pushed us, and that really the authenticity of a relationship, business community relationship, that's really what it was. So not only congratulations to Jackie, and it's my honor to accept this award on her behalf, but also to the other recipients who are so very well deserved as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Okay, I've asked these two to stay up here for a reason. I'd like to point out that they have stood on this stage for annual awards more than once in the past years. They receive awards for their achievements, and they are consistently and deservedly nominated in more than one category, as they were this year. And I'd like to share a little bit of why you see them up here. They both have been involved with the board, that's true, but more than that, one of Jonda's nominations read, "For over 10 years, Jonda has worked tirelessly on the Sharonville golf outing, making each year better than the last. As vice chair of the Chamber's Board of Directors and in TRN2, she consistently does what she says she will do. She also volunteers in the community and with her church and leads the same determination and inspiration and offers that role. She's a role model for everyone to be following. As the PNC Vice President and Sharonville branch manager, she's highly respected and given, and I didn't even know this part, given an enormous sales goal for 2019, she not only attained it, she went beyond. Her employees give that extra mile in serving their customers, having watched Jonda do the same. So Jonda, that's why you're up here again. And Jamie. Jamie, you had a great nomination. You had several, but this one is the one that I want to read tonight. Jamie has worked tirelessly to build Saxon and its people to become one of the most reputable health and financial brokerages in Ohio. He's generously taken the time to mold, teach, and build a team of professionals. He provides a career path, not just a job, where they can grow their knowledge and skills, allowing them to provide for their families. The man never settles. He always wants to get better, and he despises the word can't. With Jamie, there is always a way, and he will make it happen. Giving back is also a priority for Jamie, at work and at home. He arranges for Saxon to partner with many nonprofits to raise funds for numerous causes around the area. And he makes it a priority to be present at home with his wife Amy in the lives of 5 children, ages 5 to 16. Volunteering with coaching and scouting, going to practices, recitals, and school events. We are proud to have both of you so active with the Chamber. Thank you for making time for the Chamber. I know that your time is really all kinds of places. So in closing, we might have to create a whole nother award, maybe like a Lifetime Achievement Award for these two. So congratulations for being nominated again this year and for being recognized. Thank you. What time is it? All right, we're going to get it in before the 8. That was my goal. Thank you, Michael. We put you to work. We're going to practice those names a week in advance next year, so you don't have to worry. Kapazinski. Yeah, maybe that's how we'll determine winners next year. All right. We are so thankful to work with all of you. 2020 is shaping up to be another fantastic Chamber year. I urge you to stay involved. Get involved if you're not too involved yet. We've got some great members. Feel free to come up front to take photos of your own this evening. And we still have, I believe, the setup with the backdrop for the 1920s in the other room if you'd like to take any pictures there. If you do take pictures, please share them on Facebook and like us on Facebook so your pictures will show up. That's all I have. Thank you for joining us tonight. You make this the best chamber around.